I told you in the previous video I'm going to use a roller to the other side of the boat. But at the last moment I decided to go with the spray, since that side turned out pretty well at the end. And this side wasn't that good as that side, and I decided to repaint using a spray gun. And now I'm done with that. It shines and it's quite even. I think it looks really good. I really hope that's gonna stay this way. Also, it's a little bit harder to see here, the side where the bushes and the trees are. We don't have a sun at all in this side. Instead, the sun is in the other side all the time. Alright, I'm gonna place the tape right now. This part will be blue, and also here on the top is gonna be blue as well. The spray painting that I did here, it's quite okay. So yeah, I think I go ahead and go at the end. It's gonna look really nice. Right, Patrick?
Yes.
Yes. Now I apply 2 layers of blue paint. I'm really pleased with the result. Now I just need to take the tape off. As you can see, I'm quite done with this side, and it looks pretty damn stiffy, so I think I'm really happy with the results here. I applied the fairing compound here, yeah, which is polyester base, not epoxy, because I don't want epoxy anymore at all, anywhere at all. It's just my opinion. It's not the product that I want to go, at least not now. It takes too much layers and stuff. It's way much easier to work with polyester. I think so. So what I want to do here is fair off here, and temporarily I install the bolt thruster propeller just to see how it looks. And now I have to take it down, fair everything off, sand it off, and then I'm ready to go with the gel coat. I'm gonna put the top coat actually. Well, gel coat, top coat, kind of the same. And then I will install it completely as it should be. Don't look that it's touching the tunnel. It's not mounted, so it's loose. My idea is to install the boat thruster today. Install the propeller and shaft motor on top of it. So this is how far I get. So I fair yesterday off. It's not like perfect sanded off, but it's fairly enough. I think I'll place the gel coat right now. Alright guys, and this is how it looks. It's 2 times, I placed 2 times gel coat, top coat to be precise, and I think that's going to be enough. Okay, let's install the boat thruster. What I'm now trying to understand is the proper way how to seal it, because here you have like this plastic, and then you have these 2, and no any explanation how to do that. This is the everything that was in the box. There is no any instructions on anything, so I have to figure out by myself. I've been watching other YouTube videos and stuff, and so far that I realized that nobody actually explained how to do this. There is like how to put the tunnel and stuff, but nobody actually really explaining how to do this. Now I understand that these are like the distance, so you can get like the distance, and one is thinner and another is a little bit thicker. When you place the shaft inside, there is a chance that it could touch the tunnel. So with these spacers you can adjust the right distance that you need. And it's written somewhere, I found that it was, you don't need to seal or do anything, you just place these and that's it. But then I found another information, place these ones and seal also around. So I will do that. Let's see. Alright guys, placing Sikaflex 591 should be good. By the way, I place one of these spacers. It's supposed to be a little bit better for sealing. To place something underneath. The propeller placed on, because then I know if it's straight or not. This stops the propeller to slip. So I place it's on. Now you can see a little gap here. It's supposed to be the place for that metal thing where it goes in and stop the propeller from slip around. And it's on. Just gonna place the screw as well. Not necessary now, but later on I have to do that anyway. I have to go higher. This is pretty much it, how it needs to be. And this is pretty much how it looks from here. So now it's screwed. The ceiling went out from all the angles, which is good. I'm gonna take it off later on. Then I know for sure that it's nothing gonna come in. And let's go outside and see how the propeller shaft looks. It turns, it works, it's not touching anything, and it looks really good. Hey guys, this is actually a really small boat thruster. Guy who owns the shop, he mostly working with the boat thrusters, installing them. He actually suggests me to buy a smaller one, and this is 110 millimeters pipe with almost one of the smallest engines, because he asked me what I'm going to do, why I need the boat thruster. So I said, well, I need to move the boat easier when I park. So in a marine, well, basically only in marine I'm gonna use the boat thruster, where usually is quite calm waters and yeah. So then he said, okay, I don't see why you need to buy a bigger one. It's just make a big hole. It slows your boat down. It makes like a turbulence. So it's actually, this one is even and this one is sticking out. So it's actually the water kind of past it and just follows the boat So this is made for purpose of having the water away from the pipe, so it's not slowing down and not making like a turbulence around. So that's also one suggestion that I get from him, and I see also quite a few people in who are doing this as well. I see many people who don't do that at all. Maybe they don't know it, and so I thought this is actually really smart. Get the water away from the pipe instead of hitting the water. You kind of like leading the water away instead of water hits directly to this wall. That's really like a wall. So yeah, this is how far I will go with the boat roaster. Everything is sealed. Now it's on the position that it's going to be. If you remember before talking in a previous videos about this problem that I have here. This is an exhaust system, and I had the problem before that the glass fiber was split apart and kind of fall down. It was like a big deep cracks inside, and I've been like thinking all kind of things about what can I do here. Original, it goes here. This is the original exhaust system, and this is the one that someone did afterwards. Since I don't have the original boat engine, I have the bigger one. I thought I'm gonna keep the old one, and I'm gonna keep it as it was before. In a worst scenario, I can place some shield on something on top of here that provides the heat from going upwards directly. So I think I'm just gonna install everything back, and I just want to go ahead with the things. Yeah, but now it looks great, painted, everything's fixed, and I think I just go ahead and mount this back. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm placing back Winvame self-steering system in the back of my boat, which is awesome. This stuff came with the boat. This is it, it's installed, and took his place back. Now it's where it belongs. The steering pedestal that is here, everything is okay. I mean, it's not like the really bad condition or something, it just needs some painting job. The problem is the main sheet travel system here, that it's mounted to the steering pedestal. And the problem here is that the steering pedestal has 4 screws down here. All the power and everything is right here. It's too much for these 4 screws. It has to be wider. It has to be some support here or something that goes from here to down there. Something must be done here, because it's obviously it's moving. It's mainsail of breaking my steering pedestal. I'm really good in losing the things. So, and this is something that I don't want to lose, because it's a plate written down Hallberg Rassy Rasmus. So it's pretty nice thing. I'm gonna place it back, but I'm gonna change this one to the new one. I already broke it. Yeah, so I thought it was half broken already, and I broke it. Now it's officially broken. There is a chain going in, and there is some pipe with electrical installations. The first thing that I have to do is remove this hatch, because here under this hatch I have the engine and I need to get to these screws. And also there's a chain that going in, because I don't have a hydraulic one, I have a chain with the wires, so I have to lose the chain to be able to get the chain off and screw these screws off. So first I have to get this one off, because it's gonna be on the way where I'm working. So I have to screw these ones off, and then I have more free access to do my work. Let's do it. So here we go. You can finally see for the first time in my videos the engine. This Yanmar 4 cylinders, and it works really good. I'm just gonna look what I can do better here and see if there is need for any maintenance. And now let's focus on the steering pedestal, and let's try to get the screws off and remove the chain. Well, I placed back the hatch again, just temporarily, and I didn't do anything more with the steering pedestal, simply because I discovered that this is it from all my tools that I have on the boat. I really can't do anything more. So discovered that the screws are really old on the other side, and they might break because they look quite old, and I have to replace them with the new ones. I have to leave this project for a moment and do something else, and I have something in my mind, so let's go and check it out. This is the project. The boat thruster motor is installed. I have to place all the wiring and electrical installation, and I were thinking about that quite a while. What I'm going to do here, which paint I'm gonna use here, is it gonna be white or gray or black or blue, or yeah. So I came up with the idea that I'm not gonna use a white color here, and instead I try to use a gray color. I think that the gray color will make my life a little bit easier, because the white, obviously you can see every single thing on it. It's nice to have the white maybe where you have the clothes and stuff, because you want that area to be super nice and clean. But here I rather prefer to have some other paint, that some other color, instead of having everything white. So this is a gel coat, and now I basically can apply any paint I want. So, but there is a small thing that I have to do before. So that small thing is I have to place the batteries here, and I have to find a place for them, and I think this place over here is pretty well for my batteries. And then I'm thinking to have one or many batteries here. So since I have a batteries also in a main cabin, I have 3 batteries there. I would like to have 3 batteries here as well. That would be perfect. 6 batteries together. It should be more than enough for me. I'm going to use this metal as a support, as a main structure that's going to support my batteries. And then I'm gonna have a frame here, and then I have then I'm going to have some plywood on top of it, and then this little friend here I'm gonna use as a support for the batteries, so the batteries are not actually sliding and moving around. And obviously I don't want the batteries to do anything to my bow thruster here. Came up with the idea that I'm not going to place a metal here. Boat constantly moving when you sail, and you can't see, but it's like getting like smaller and wider, and it's like moving constantly, like changing the shape. So if I'm going to place a metal from one to the other side, it could cause a big problems afterwards for me. I think so. I'm not quite sure about, but I think that could be a issue later on. Though there is things that you can do to avoid that. For example, make a thicker or some rubber or something, but I am not gonna do that. I have actually way much better idea. So I'm gonna build a wall just like this one. It's only going to be here. So the bow thruster will be completely separated with the wall, and then here I have quite enough space to install the batteries. Here is actually the, sorry for lazy drawings, but this is the wall, and this is the glass fiber around here, which I'm going, this is how the wall will be supported by glass fiber. And then I'm gonna screw like a small beam, a small list here, which will be a floor later on, where I'm going to place batteries. Then I need to have some lists going downwards as well, just to support, because it's going to be quite heavy and it's going to be a lot of weight on it. And then this is how it's going to look from top. This is a bow thruster here and like 3 batteries. Well, they're going to be in the middle, but this is approximately how it's going to look. And I think that's what I'm going to do. The downside of this all is that I have to take the Gelcut off, because it's a lot of Gelcut around here, and I know that I have to do the glass fibering again. I will put the plywood, and I need to support it by doing a glass fiber. So yeah, don't make any sanding without protection, and wear the mask. That shit is really dangerous, so for your breathing and for your health. So this time do as the book says. And that's also the reason why I hate that job. I really don't like it. I like the final result, but I don't really like the glass fiber work. So from some point you will do that. So if you have a boat, you will find yourself doing a glass fibering somewhere, fixing holes or make some new installations. I'm gonna start with cutting the board. That would be nice, right? Yeah, I'm gonna start with that and then see how far I'm gonna get. That's it now, and see you in the next video. If the weather will be good, I will be working outside. If not, then I will be working inside. Stay tuned and see you in the next one. Bye!